Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to connect to virtual machine and set up NFS server. So the program you're gonna need for this is the VirtualBox. You may download it for free, and we're going to need the minimal iOS of CentOS. So open your VirtualBox if you already finished downloading or installing it. Did it pop up? Alright, so click on New. We are going to create a virtual machine there. So we're gonna name it CentOS. Then we must choose this one. You can adjust this whenever you like. So the recommended memory size is 512 MB. Next. So this, we're going to create the virtual hard drive of the virtual machine. Next, state highlighted on here. Okay, so the default for the hard drive is 8 gig. Okay, so we're going to make another one, but for this we're just gonna have to clone CentOS. I'm gonna name it CentOS 2. Full clone. Okay, so gonna in settings you may want to adjust the video memory just in case. You can also adjust the processor count, if how many CPUs do you want it to run. So I'm just gonna max this out. Same for the other one. Alright, so now we're going to run both of them. As you can see, this is startup disk. Click on start. So you may want to run them one by one, install them one by one, but for my computer I can handle two of them at the same time. So just up on the keyboard, then install CentOS 7. Make sure it's highlighted and install CentOS 7. There. So this is only gonna take a few seconds. So once it's finished, it's gonna head straight to the installation part. So for this, you can choose whatever language for the keyboard. Whatever language do you use. So hit continue. So we're just gonna wait for them to finish setting up. So once this is available for click on it. So this shows you the virtual hard drive of your virtual machine. So next. So once it's all done setting up, we can click on begin installation. So for this, we're just gonna focus on root password. So choose whatever password you are comfortable with. Okay. Oh. So click on done. The reason why we're not going to bother creating a user, because we are going to use the root user of the OS, so that we can access all the files that we need for setting up the networking. So if you created the user here, you may not be able to change or write on the file that you will need later. It happens to me before once the first time I tried it. So we're just gonna focus on root password. Just gonna take a few more minutes or seconds. So we should set up the second one as well. Wait again. Wait for them to set up. Click on here. Done. Begin installation. Root password. Just gonna use same one. Okay, so we're back. So the CentOS is successfully installed and ready to use. So we're gonna hit reboot. Same for the other one. Right, so we're going to select this one. Press enter. Press enter. Alright, so after we confirm that it's working, the virtual machine is working. So here, gonna type in root password. Right, so perfectly fine. Same here. So now the next step is setting up the NFS server. So for this, we're going to shut this down, shut both of these down. So we're gonna click on settings, right click on the virtual machine, then settings. So in this settings, you're gonna see the network tab. On this, by default, it's connected to NAT, which means it's connected to the connection of the host or your PC. So to create our own NFS server, I'm gonna click on the adapter 2, click on enable network adapter, choose internal network. So for me, I already have this internal network name intnet. So to create this one, we're going to go to the local disk C, then click on program files, then Oracle, then VirtualBox. So in this part, to create the NFS server, you shift right click because it is the shortcut. Then here it says, for me it's open PowerShell window here. So for others it's command prompt or open command window here. So if you have PowerShell, you may not be able to access the file that we're going to set up later. So if you have this one, gonna run cmd and this. We should make sure that we are on the root directory. So we're gonna do cd dot dot then cd backslash. So after this, we're going to change the directory, same as this one. Oops. So it's program files, Oracle, then VirtualBox. So hit backslash program files. Make sure the name is exact as this one. Oracle, then VirtualBox. Oh, so once we're in the directory, we're gonna type in vbox manage dhcp server, then add double dash net name. So for the net name, you can choose whatever you like for your the HCP server. Net name, oops, int. So for me, it's int net. Next is the IP address, 0.0, 0.1, 0.1. This is the default IP address. Next is the net mask, 255.255.255.0. Next is the lower IP cap. So we are going to use 10.0.1.2. So lower. So for the upper IP, 10.0.1.200. Let's say 200. The next is enable. So for me, it says DHCP server already existed. It means I already have it, just like this one. So we click on OK. Then settings, same as here. Network, then internet. We're good to go. Open the both virtual machines again. So for this part, we're going to check if the server is already connected. So we're gonna type nmcli d. So as you can see, the 8 is connected. This is the internal network that we created. So we are connected to it. We are going to check the other one, mclid. So we are connected. So to establish network to the internet, we are make sure it's on the root. We type vi at sec sysconfig network scripts fcfg dash and p0 s3. So here you're going to see the connection for the network of CentOS. So in this part, we're going to click I for insert. We're going to edit this part. On boot, yes. Oops. Then press escape. Then WQ to write and quit. So we're going to do the same here. etc sys config scripts fg then np. Alright, so I ran into some problems earlier, so to continue. So to restart the network, gonna type in this systemctl restart network. Network. Right. That means it's done. Same here as well. So the network is established. So if we try ping, as said here, or just ping 8.8.8.8. So this is the IP address for Google. So there we go. Connection established. So you hit Control C to terminate the, and I'm gonna check here as well. There we go. So the internet connection and the network is established. There we go, Control C. So next is IP address show. So we're gonna see what is the IP address of each virtual machine. So, okay. So for this, it says iNet 0.0.1.2. On the tree, on the number 3, you'll see iNet 10.0.1.2. So that's our IP address for system 1. Next is, do it here as well. IP show. Alright. So this, for this, it's 10.0.1.3. Alright, so we're good. So after that, we're going to check, we're going to ping 10.0.1.3 for this one. We're going to ping the second virtual machine to see if the network is okay. Okay. Oops. Control C. So here as well, check if the network is established. Alright, so we're good to go. So the next one is setting up the NFS server in machine number 1. So we are going to use this as the host server. So to do that, I'm gonna install the utilities and lib for the NFS server. So we're gonna use command clear, command yum install NFS utils and NFS utils lib y. There we go. Just wait for it to finish. So this is gonna update your CentOS virtual machine, but it's worth the wait. Alright, it's complete. So next is we're going to set up the NFS server. So I'm gonna type systemctl start rpc bind NFS server. There we go. So we are going to enable it. Alright. So we created the NFS server root. So once we establish the root file for the NFS server, next is we're going to make a directory called NFS. So I'm gonna type in make directory mkdir. Oh, we have to clear this first. mkdir slash NFS. So I'm just gonna name it NFS share. So if it ls, oops, well, it's there. So the next one is we're going to add this to this folder, file. So once we've established the NFS share directory, gonna hit vi etc exports. Oh, so I'm going to type in this NFS, oops, insert NFS 10.0.1.3 to allow the other machine to connect to the server. So the commands are read and write, sync, no, underscore root. So you have to check out the internet and what this does. So now WQ, and then after that we're going to load the export of it FS server earlier. Yeah, FS accessible. Oops, so encounter the problem while typing it. Pressing dot instead of underscore. So export C. Oh. Oopsies. Wrong again. It's supposed to be this. Alright, now we're good. Oh. Since I used the NFS share instead of NFS, we're going to type here NFS share. There. So it's supposed to be good to go. Oh. Huh. Oh. We forgot the space. Oops. So it's supposed to be good now? Question mark? Okay. The host name given var. Huh. Wait. So again, I encountered the problem earlier. So now I think it's fixed. Once we hit, type this one. So export fs /a. No, now we're done. So for this CentOS, it is defaulted the firewall is set to private, so we're gonna make it public and make it permanent. So for other virtual machines to connect to it. So we're gonna type in firewall and cmd permanent zone public. I'm gonna set it to public. Then add service equals NFS. Alright, so it says success. I'm gonna type it again. So for the last letters, I'm gonna put mount D. That's success. And for the last one, RPC bind. Alright, so after this, after inputting the three of this, we're going to restart the firewall. Reload. Alright. So after we've finished configuring our firewall, we're going to restart the NFS server again. Systemctl start NFS. Okay. So for the next step is we're going to the second CentOS machine. So this time we are going to edit this part. So once again, just like the other, the host OS, going to install NFS utils. Lib y. Okay, just wait for it to install. So once the installation is done, we're going to oops, skipping it. So we are going to make, you still have to make the directory mkdir, then p mount nfs share. So what this does is we're making the we're mounting the directory nfs share to this virtual machine. So to check if we are enabled to mount to the host, we're gonna type in show mount e 10.0.1.2. Okay, so it shows this, you see it shows the NFS share 10.0.1.3. so RPC info speed 10.0.1.2. Okay, oops, double dash, single dash. Oh, okay. So you will notice that there is an NFS directory over there, NFS underscore ACL. So with to see if it's totally mounted, we're gonna hit df/h. So we see that it's mounted on the same folder. Yes. Alright, so we test if we are able to connect share NFS share. Oops, cd NFS. Oh. So I missed a few steps earlier, so that's why we had an error again on mounting the virtual machine to the host folder. It's because we have to put mount 10.0.1.2, then NFS share mount NFS share. So I think we entered the right one. So if everything's okay, we're gonna test just like this one. So this part is incomplete. If you want to get more information or how to set up the NFS server and make them share folder, go to this website and there's the video here. This is the guy who created how to connect to virtual machine and create an NFS server. So next is this for automatically. So right, we're going to check NFS share. Okay, so after we mounted the second virtual machine to the first virtual machine, so now we're going to do is cd, then it says we should make sure we are in this directory. Then what you're gonna do is, sorry about that, we hit ls. So we're gonna see that there's a folder named NFS share. So we're going to go to that directory, NFS share. Alright, after that, hit ls. There's nothing there. So to check, to check whether it's really mounted or not, or if they already share the same folder, I'm gonna do touch hi.txt. Alright, so if we hit ls, there's the text file. So same for this. Hope it works. ls, no, cd, then slash NFS share. So after creating the text file to test whether it's mounted or not, we're going to change directory to mount NFS share. Okay, so we are on the directory, same as this one. We're gonna check if it's connected. So there. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the a lot of cuts on the videos. It's the first time I tested this thing as well. It's kind of fun for me. So if you want to check it out, just check this website out, slotparadise.com, how to connect to two virtual machines and set up an NFS server. So thank you guys for listening, and see you again.